Hi guys, it's Dr. George here for Tucked In Tuesdays. It's good to have all of you here. So if you see me looking around, I'm looking at different screens so I can say hello to everyone that may be leaving comments. Also, and I see one of them has the words going. So if you're watching from Going with Belinda George, hello. If you're watching from Homer Drive, hello. If you're watching from my personal page, hello. And if you're watching from YouTube, hello. I have a few special guests that I will bring on, and I also have to share a really good story. Well, not a good story, but a story from a little girl here in Beaumont, Texas. So let me bring on my first guest. So my first guest is, hi, Miss Lily Brown. She's watching. So I'm going to bring in hi, Devin. I'm going to bring in Miss Levy. That's one of our professors at Homer Drive Elementary. I'm going to
Hello,
bring
everybody.
Miss Jackson. That's one of
Hi.
professors. So I want to see your comments, and they're delayed a little bit. So as their comments come up, we'll say hello to you. So I see how delayed it is. Hi, Miss Douglas. Hi, Miss McDaniel. How are you? If you go ahead and put things in the chat box, we can see the chat, and we'll be glad to answer questions and say hello to you. So, hi, Miss Kylie Green always tunes in. Let me get that back up from London every time. She never misses. So, hello, Kylie. I always like to give you that shout out. So, we have Miss Douglas, and she's tagged a couple of people in there. And hello, Dr. George, watching from Moses Lake, Washington, with Shay and Sophia. Um, let's see, Miss Fehrenbacher says, hello, y'all. So
Hey.
there we have Fehrenbacher. Hello, ladies, from Miss Lillian Brown, Miss Duke. Hello, Dr. George Mabry and
Hi.
I are tonight. Hi, Mabry. And so, hello, Ms. Martin. I see you're watching. Miss C. Glacis, I see you're watching. So, hello. So, put your chats there, and then you can get highlighted on the screen. And Miss Cooper, I see you're watching as well. And you guys can say hello to everyone if you want to. Hi, Velvet and Reese. Hi, Reese. Special shout out to Reese. Reese, I'm going to go ahead and bring my author in just for you. And so,
Hello,
Reese,
Reese. Hi.
tonight's, tonight's books are, oh, let me, I
How are
bumped
you?
somebody out. Where'd Miss Levy go?
I don't know.
Miss Levy may have to get back in. Miss Levy got bumped out somehow. So, Reese, this book is dedicated to you tonight. Reese is a little girl here in Beaumont, Texas, and as you can see in the top right hand part of my screen, there's a little picture of a dog, but I'll put it up in a big screen so that you all can see um, Reese's dog. Let me share the screen for you all so that you can see Reese's dog. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, let me put it back up. This is Reese and her dog. So Reese's dog was taken from her home last night, and from Beaumont, Texas, around I think around Folsom, the Folsom area. So the one right here with the puppy, that's his one of the puppies from the litter. But her dog was taken, and this is her dog, and he's been taken. So if you see him or he's missing, so if you see him around Beaumont, please help little Reese out by getting her dog back to her, and she'll love you guys for that. So, Reese, the books tonight are dedicated to you. Okay? All righty. So, I hope you guys saw that dog and Miss Levy. I hope you get back in. Hi, Asia. Miss Bridges. Hello. Miss C2. Hi, Reese. And let's see who we have. Miss Bridges and Asia. Hello, Asia from Callwood. I remember you from last week. Miss Thibodeau's. The Thibodeau's are here. Hello, Thibodeau's. And you're welcome, Velvet. So we have lots of screens going, but we'll get started. I don't know what happened to Miss Levy. We're going to get her back in. Not sure what happened there. So we'll get Miss Levy back in. She's from our third grade team. So we'll have everyone introduce themselves. Of course, I'm Dr. George. So Miss Jackson.
I'm Miss Jackson, kindergarten.
And we have our author.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
So I'm looking, Ms. Levy. Let's see. Okay, she's logging back into her computer. So Ms. Levy will be back, but she's our third grade, one of our third grade teachers. And so let's see. I was knocked off too. Oh no!
Okay.
Glad you got back in. So Reese, you're full of tears and thanks. Hopefully, these books that are dedicated to you can make you smile in the midst of this. So let's get ready. So the book that I'm reading tonight is Sister Girl. Well, I have two, Sister Girl in a New Dress, and that's the author here, Nicole Fenner, and it's illustrated
Yes.
by Ara Das. Is that correct? So Ms. Fenner's internet is a little slow, but that is her book, and that's the author. She'll talk to us shortly. All right. So Sister Girl in the New Dress is dedicated to our mothers, grandmothers, sisters, aunts, cousins, caregivers, and friends that pour their hearts into being seamstresses for their families. We appreciate your love, creative expression, and support. Thank you, Mommy. You are appreciated. So I want to say this. She got knocked out, but she'll come back to her internet. But I want to, you're standing strong, Miss Jackson.
Standing
So
strong.
there we go. There's Miss Spinner. So she is coming back in. All right. So one thing I want to say is I never read the books in advance, so I had no idea what the book was going to be about. So right now, it makes me think of Dr. Knight and so many others who are currently making masks for people with COVID. So this book is dedicated to Reese and all of you that are making things right now for everyone. So here we go. Sitting at the kitchen table. Hi, Melvin. Sitting at the kitchen table mixing chocolate chip cookie dough with Mom, Sister Girl daydreamed about the Wars Day on the last day of school. Sister Girl was so excited that she asked Mom for a new purple dress. Sister Girl had the sweetest mother ever. Her mom was a very talented lady who loved children and loved helping the elderly. Sister Girl knew that when the season changed, Mother always had cute outfits for her to wear. So not only is she getting something warm, but it's also the end of the school year, just like her. And we were talking today, and Jackson can vouch that it's the end of the year, and we need to still plan for the end of the year. So maybe
We
we'll
do.
get some. In the winter, her mom sewed corduroy pants and a rainbow of colors. In the summer, her mom provided cute girly shorts and tank top sets with the biggest of pink, purple, and red hues for Sister Girl. It was amazing to Sister Girl how beautiful the clothes were. So those are beautiful illustrations. I need some rainbow corduroys, Miss Jackson.
I know, I do too. Love those
Sister
colors.
Girl's mom was a fashion. You would say what?
I love those colors, bright colors.
Thank you.
Sister's girl mom was a fashion queen with the sewing machine. Anything you wanted, her mom could make. Sister girl asked her mother, "How do you create such beautiful clothes?" Mom replied, "With an eye for fashion, patience to create, and taste to pull together the colors of the color wheel. I designed beautiful clothes." Sister girl looked at her mom in awe. "Where did you learn to be so creative?" Sister girl, it's a combination of taking classes and trying new things on my own and seeing what I like, she said. Sister girl asked her mother, "Can you teach me how to sew?" So sometimes we see people doing things, and if we want to learn it, we have to say, "I'd like to learn that too." "Yes, sister girl, I will teach you the basics, but it's up to you to learn your own style and develop it," replied her mom. Sister girl said in her very inquisitive and excitable voice, teach me, mommy, I'm ready to learn." Mom told Sister Girl to pack her book bag and bring her snacks because they were taking a trip to the city to pick out a dress. Sister Girl thought to herself, "Why would we need to pick out a dress if my mom is teaching me how to sew?" So now she needs to know, why am I going to buy something if I'm sewing? And she kind of has the same little disorder I have right now. I'm buying things and I have nowhere to go, but I'm shopping on Amazon buying clothes.
Mhm.
She put her book bag on her back and walked with Mother to the train. They got off at the Fifth Avenue train station between Broadway and Madison. It was a great Saturday evening. The city was bustling with ladies in the latest fashions in all shapes and sizes. Sister Girl thought to herself, "It's a great day to find a new dress." Sister Girl continued walked down the street hand in hand with her mom, smiling and humming the latest tune she heard on the radio the day before. And when a song gets in my head, I tend to hum it all the time.
Mm.
And you're right, Miss Farron, sewing is a lost art. So you're right about that.
It is.
A special guest, Thibodeau. I want to say hello to
Yes.
you. Let me bring my author. Okay, she's just having trouble with the internet. Finally, they arrived at their destination. It was a fabric store. Sister Girl became very excited and ran into the store. To Sister Girl's amazement, there were bundles and bundles of fabric. There were warm hues of shiny silks fit for a queen, sequins that sparkled from across the room, plus cottons that felt so soft they slipped right through Sister Girl's fingers. There were polyesters, rayons, satins, corduroys, every type of fabric you can imagine. Miss Jackson, this is almost like a trip.
It is.
Right now, we don't get to go in the store, so this gives us an idea of what Joann's and
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby. That's a nice little feel. From behind the counter came the owner named Aaron, who knew Mom very well. He said, "Liz, how can I help you today?" Mom proceeded to tell Aaron that she is teaching Sister Girl how to sew and that they are going to make a dress. Aaron was so happy to assist Sister Girl. He asked, "What is your favorite color?" Sister Girl replied, "Purple. I have a sister, Gloria, whose favorite color is purple, and Miss Douglas, who's watching, her favorite color is purple." You still won't be sewing, Miss Collins. Still won't be sewing. Purple is a royal color. Sister Girl, said Aaron, "that is very nice. I will pull out all the purple fabrics. You can choose what you like." After walking around the store, Mom decided that she needed 2 yards of the purple velvet fabric for the dress and 1 yard of white silk with purple polka dots as well.
Hmm.
So there, yes, velvet,
Velvet.
and velvet is watching.
It's hot.
Sister Girl could not contain her excitement. She jumped up and down at the counter while Aaron cut the fabric. Aaron asked, "Do you lovely ladies need any additional supplies today for your project?" Mom replied, "Yes, we will need some purple thread, needles, measuring tape, and a couple smiles." Well, I didn't know they sold smiles, but I'll take 3 cups of smiles. The fabric store owner laughed and said, "Coming right up." Sister Girl asked her mom, "Why do we need the additional supplies?" Mom replied, "To make your dress, we need the thread to hold the fabric together, the needles to hold the thread and sew the dress, and the measuring tape so I can measure you and draw the pattern to design your dress."
Hmm.
They walked down the street to the local bakery and ordered a couple of delectable rainbow cookies and 2 cheese danishes. While sitting at the table eating their sweets, Sister Girl told Mom how excited she was to learn how to sew. She's doing 2 of my favorite things. She's shopping and she's eating.
Yeah.
Mother told Sister Girl she must be patient, and they finished up their afternoon snacks and headed back home on the train. When they arrived home, Mom and Sister Girl laid the fabric on the sewing table, and Mom rolled the sewing machine out to start on. With Sister Girl was anxious and excited all at the same time. So that word anxious, a lot of us are feeling that right now with COVID-19.
Mhm.
So there's special guest, Miss Levy. There you go, Miss Levy. Welcome back.
I'm back in.
You're back. Mom says, "Stand up, Sister Girl. I need to take your measurements." That's what I don't want anyone to do is take our measurements.
I don't.
So Sister-
Definitely not. Not now.
And Mom took her measurements. Sister Girl asked, "Why do you need to measure me?" Mom replied, "So I can see how long to cut your sleeves, find the width of the dress, and create the minor details." Sister Girl just smiled in amazement. Mom unfolded the fabric and cut it to create the pattern for the dress. Then she showed Sister Girl how to thread a needle and where to place the fabric on the sewing machine to start sewing the dress. So lots of work. You're going to make me pull out my sewing machine.
Hmm.
After a couple of hours, the dress was complete. It was the prettiest dress Sister Girl had ever laid her eyes on. It had a white silk top with purple polka dots and a cute purple rose on the right side of the chest and a silky shiny belt around the waist that tied into a wonderful bow in the back. The knee-length skirt of the dress was made from the finest purple velvet. So it wasn't only just velvet, but it was the finest velvet.
Very good.
Sister Girl was so happy that she had learned a new skill, plus her beautiful dress was ready for the awards day on the last day of school. Mom told Sister Girl, "We are not quite done yet. Please get the scissors and the ironing board because we must cut the loose threads and iron the dress to perfection."
Hmm.
So now you have to iron it. After completing the final phase of sewing, Sister Girl tried on her new dress. She exuded so much pride and grace. Sister Girl smiled from ear to ear. Mom said, "What a beauty." Monday morning, Sister Girl woke up very excited. She was going to wear her new dress to school. Sister Girl went to the mirror, brushed her ponytail, and reached attitude just because I feel like that's how Sister Girl would. She was going to wear her new dress to school. Sister Girl went to the mirror, brushed her ponytail, put on her lip gloss, slid on her cat eye glasses, shined her shoes, and put on her lace ruffled socks. She was ready for school before running out the door to catch the bus. Sister Girl grabbed her mom and smiled. "Thank you," Sister Girl said to Mom. Look at how she looks
Beautiful.
wonderful.
She
She
does.
does.
Sassy, sassy. When Sister Girl arrived at school, all the little girls complimented her dress and asked where she brought it. Sister Girl batted her eyes and smiled and said, "My mother taught me how to sew. I made the dress myself. Come over after school and I will teach you too."
Oh,
So
that's
that's her
sweet.
and her training.
Beautiful.
I love that. So we'll go and recap over the book in a little bit, but I want to go ahead and get to her second book, Sister Girl and the Training Wheels. Same author, same illustrator. And this one is dedicated to the youth with eyes full of hope, works full of faith, and full of love. Continue to strive for excellence. In due time, you will flourish into your ultimate self. Love to my family. You have always guided me to the light and shielded me from the storm. I'm forever grateful and appreciate you. So I will tell you a little secret that I share every time. I never read these books in advance. Never ever. And these books always align to what's going on in the world or my life every single time.
That's true.
Sitting on the
Aw.
porch, smelling the sweet aroma of the beautiful rose bushes and listening to the buzzing bees flying around her head, Sister Girl watched the neighborhood children pedal down the street on their colorful bicycles, chattering, smiling, and laughing. Sister Girl then thought of a wonderful idea. "I'm going to learn how to ride like a big kid all around town," she said out loud. There she is. She's thinking it, so she's going to do it.
Mhm.
Sister Girl ran and up to her dad sitting on the couch reading the newspaper. "Daddy, I would like to learn how to ride a bike." "Daddy, can you teach me?" "Sister Girl, riding a bike is a great responsibility," replied Dad. "Are you ready for the challenge?" "Yes, Daddy, I am ready for the challenge." You must remember that safety is key. Always wear a helmet when riding your bike. Pay attention to traffic and be aware of pedestrians. And I will teach you how to balance yourself and the bicycle. Sister Girl was so excited to finally be a big kid. Sister Girl got in the car and went to town. On the way there, Sister Girl told her dad that she wanted a sparkling red bike with a basket to hold her water bottle and her cat Jazzy. Dad told Sister Girl, "We will see." At the bicycle shop, there were bikes of all types and sizes. Single speed, 10 speed, 18 speed, cruisers, and mountain bikes. The bikes are red, yellow, blue, and green. Sister Girl skipped all through the store, ponytail bouncing and smiling from ear to ear. She said with excitement in her voice, "Daddy, I found my bike." So Dad walked to the back of the store, and there it was, a red bike with splashes of pink, red handlebars, and a basket. Sister Girl said, "Daddy, please can I have this bike?" Dad replied, "If this is the bike that you like, I will get it for you."
Nice daddy.
Very nice dad.
Yep.
Counter, and he paid for the bike. On the drive home, Sister Girl was the happiest little girl in the world. She was ready to ride to the park, to the library, and over to her friend's house. After a 10-minute drive, they arrived back home, and Dad took the bike out of the car. Sister Girl was so eager that she jumped on the bike, and to her amazement, she fell right to the ground. Dad, Sister Girl, you must first learn how to ride a bike. Like anything else, it takes time and practice. To learn how to ride, you have to sound out words. To count, you have to learn your numbers. To learn a new language, you must study.
True.
So it's true, practice makes perfect.
That did.
Sister Girl stood up straight, dusted herself off, and with determination said, I'm ready to learn. Dad walked with Sister Girl down the street to the neighborhood park. Sister Girl felt proud. She was so excited to embark on this new adventure and was so happy to share such a fun time with her dad.
Mm.
No, you just can't hop on. That is a great lesson.
It is.
When they arrived at the park, Sister Girl fixed her helmet on her head. Dad helped Sister Girl get on the bike. Sister Girl put her hands on the handlebars and her feet on the pedals. Dad held onto the back of the bike seat to help guide Sister Girl around the park. Sister Girl pedaled. Oh, let Miss Levy back in. Sister Girl pedaled and smiled, grinning and talking to Dad. She said, Dad, why are you holding on to the back of the bike? I'm a big girl. Dad said, I know, but I want to make sure my girl is safe. Sister Girl smiled. I get it, Dad. After her first day at the park, Sister Girl and Dad walked home. On their way, they stopped at the ice cream shop for a Sunday evening dessert. Sister Girl got a vanilla cone with sprinkles, and Dad got a banana split. The two sat at the shop eating their ice cream and talking about the next time Sister Girl will ride her bike. A little feedback. Let's see. It might be Miss Jackson with feedback. Yeah. Dad told Sister Girl that he has a surprise for her and she had to wait until Monday to see what it was. Sister Girl, being the anxious little girl that she was, asked Dad so many questions. What is the surprise, Dad? When will I get it? Before school or after school? Dad smiled and said, just wait. It will be worth it. Sister Girl got ready for bed and went to sleep. The next morning, she got up and went to school. After school, the big yellow, there's some comments for you. After school, the big yellow bus dropped Sister Girl off at the end of the path. She skipped up the road to her house at the end of the street. While skipping up the road, she told her friends, I will come and play with you later. My father has a surprise for me. When Sister Girl arrived home, she washed her hands and sat at the kitchen table. She washed her hands and sat at the kitchen table. Sister Girl ate her afternoon snack, a turkey sandwich, a pear, and a glass of water. It's so healthy. After her snack, she sat at her desk and completed her homework. Sister Girl then finished doing her chores with her sister. Around 6 o'clock, Sister Girl heard a car arrive in the driveway. It was Dad. Sister Girl was so excited, she jumped down the front steps of the house and did 2 cartwheels. That's a good cartwheel, too. Sister Girl exclaimed, let me see if I can unmute you guys now. It should be okay. All right, there we go. Sister Girl exclaimed, Dad, I'm ready for my surprise. Dad smiled and said, close your eyes. So Sister Girl took her little hands and covered her eyes while peeking, of course. Through her little fingers, in seconds, Dad said, open your eyes. To Sister Girl's amazement, sitting in front of her was her bike. But now the bike had 2 additional wheels at the back.
Oh,
We got training wheels.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with training wheels. Jackson, you have a message there.
Hey, LaShawn.
Sister girl said, Daddy, this is not a surprise. I picked this bike out with you yesterday. What are these extra wheels on the back of the bike? Dad replied, Sister girl, these wheels are called training wheels and they will help you learn how to balance and ride the bike. They are also for your safety to aid in the learning process. Sister girl, being the inquisitive little girl that she was, said, All right, Dad, I'm ready to be a big kid. She got on the bike and to her amazement, she could pedal on her own. And Dad did not have to hold the back of her bike. Sister girl pedaled up and down the street. Her heart felt so warm and excited to ride her red bike in the neighborhood to see her friends. Sister girl rode the bike the rest of the evening until she was tired and sleepy.
Oh.
Hi, Paris, my little friend. She came back to the yard and put the bike on the porch. Dad was sitting there by the rose bushes, and Sister girl said, Thanks, Dad, for teaching me how to ride a bike. I never knew it took steps to ride a bike like a big kid. Dad told Sister girl that the training wheels would come off soon, but he wanted to make sure she was able to ride the bike on her own.
Oh.
Sister girl replied, I'm happy we took the steps. I am going to ride my bike until the training wheels fall off.
Yay.
So these both were books by Miss Nicole Finner. So Finner, tell us what made you write the books, where they can buy the book.
Well, I always worked with children, and I just decided I wanted to write the book, and the subjects came up, and I said they can be relatable. And also, I wanted to do books that encourage kids to believe in themselves and to believe in their creative abilities, and just to know that they are valuable. And then also, so kids can see themselves in the books that they read as well.
So tell me this, who is Sister Girl? Who is the real Sister Girl?
I could say that Sister Girl is actually me as a little kid. So both of the stories are relatable to my childhood. Like my mom used to sew all the time, and my dad actually did teach me how to ride a bike. So I said these are stories that anybody can relate to. Thinking about growing up as a child and just fun and fulfilling stories to share with other families.
So good. So where can they buy these books? Where can they get the Sister Girl series?
On Amazon, if you just type in Nicole Finner, Nicole, my last name, or just put in the Sister Girl Collection or Sister Girl and the Trainer Wheels, and that you can find them on Amazon.
Perfect. So they know where to get the book. So as I do always, so we'll do Sister Girl in a New Dress first. Miss Jackson, if you could give one takeaway about Sister Girl in a New Dress, what would it be?
Well, I would say that Sister Girl had a beautiful dress and it was too pretty to wear to school. I would have thought that was going to be like a Christmas dress or an Easter dress. It was just a beautiful dress. And, once she put it on, she felt like a little princess, I'm sure.
Thank you. Miss Levy, what's your takeaway from Sister Girl and the new dress?
Everything was color coordinated down to the glasses. Beautiful velvet. I remember those velvet dresses growing up, so definitely. And she volunteered to help her classmate make with a dress. She's very generous.
Yep.
Love that. What about you, Miss Finner? What's your takeaway from your book?
Well, my book, the thing I would think about when I created was children believe in their creative abilities, and you don't always have to go to the store to learn something new. And your family or a family member, a sister, brother, cousin can have a skill that they can teach you. So then you can pass that skill on to, additional generations.
Yes.
And
I have my Ava.
I love the dress too.
Beautiful.
Then I have to say, Ava, Ari, and Pop Pop, hello. My takeaway from this book, there was so many, but I think my most important is, and I'm thinking, thank goodness that Dr. Knight came in, because in there, Mom is making things for her daughter to wear. Mom takes such precaution in making things, and this book was dedicated to mothers who make things. And Dr. Knight, huge shout out to her for making masks. I know she's not the only one in the community, but she is making a lot of masks for the districts. And the other one is, if you want to learn something, you have to ask questions and you have to do it. So now I'll take
exactly.
Training Wheels. Miss Jackson.
Well, in that story, I believe if there's anything that you want to accomplish in life, you're going to just have to continue to try and try until you get it right. Just like I tell my kindergarten class, there is nothing that you cannot master, but the secret is you have to practice and practice because practice is going to make it perfect. And that's my takeaway from that story. She wanted a bike. Her dad bought her a bike. She had training wheels on it, but she ended up learning how to ride at the end with any help from her dad. So just doing your best, and that way you will succeed at whatever it is that you want in life. You can succeed.
Thank you, Miss Jackson. Miss Levy.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Miss Jackson. So I would give the older scholar takeaway for me. For
Okay.
me, the book is everything is a process. You know, we don't all start out riding the bike immediately. We start with our training wheels, and then when we get confident in that, we get the training wheels taken off, and then we're riding like the big kids with just two wheels. So everything in life is a process. Even with your academics, everything is a process. It takes time and patience and determination.
That's true.
Love it. All right, Miss Finner.
Okay, well, the goal of Sister Girl in the training wheels was to show positive family dynamics. So that was my goal, to show positive father-daughter relationships. And also I want children to learn about with everything there is a process. You can't just jump on the bike, you may fall right off. So,
Yeah.
and also to show the lessons of trainer wheels are okay. It's okay to take steps. It's okay to learn something. It's okay to learn something new. And we have to always know that we're not going to always be good at things when we first start. So you have to at least start, and then
Right.
if you take the process, you'll get better and you will improve. So that was the goal of the book as well.
Love that. Well, my takeaway from this book is even if you have to get things modified or get things adapted or adjusted for your learning style, then it's okay. Don't be embarrassed because she was never
Exactly.
embarrassed by her training wheels because she knew that it would help her. So many times it's kids that need extra help and they won't ask for help because they're embarrassed. But look at her by getting the help and accepting it. She was able to ride that bike, and eventually those wheels will come off, and eventually the help that you're getting it from school, it'll stop too. But you have to accept the help. You have to ask for the help. So I love this book. So I wanted to share one more thing. This is it also comes with an activity book, an inspirational coloring book, and inside of it, it's kind of, they can almost re-illustrate a different kind of series of your book. It has a different take on it, but it's pictures from your book, but they can color them in. So how do they get the color?
All of it is on Amazon under Sister Girl Collection. Also, you just put in Nicole Finner, go and on Amazon, you'll see all the books. The coloring book is an inspirational coloring book where I wanted to show girls just believing in themselves. It's a STEM coloring book. So I show pictures of Katherine Johnson, Maybe Jemison, just for them to see themselves in the books that they read. And also, it's a fun, interactive coloring book as well with Sister Girl Collection with Sister Girl in the Trainer Wheels and the new dress. So we kind of take pictures from both, and then we add Sister Girl doing different things to make it a little fun and a learning experience for the children.
So I absolutely love it. So I'll do our books one more time. And then I'm going to give another shout out to Reese, my little girl. And I'm going to share this for everyone that lives in Beaumont. Let me share my screen with you all. So share my screen so that my sweet Reese right here, this little girl, her dog was taken from her neighborhood, or he ran away. The dog, the bigger dog is the dog that's missing. The puppy that she's holding is one of its puppies. So just make sure that if you see them, just reach out. It's all over Facebook. So I wanted to put that out. So
Dr. George is frozen.
Hello?
Looks like Dr. George is frozen.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sitting in the holding room screaming at you guys, but you can't hear me. So, guys, like I said, if nobody else tells you Dr. George loves you, Miss Jackson.
What'd you say?
I said, if nobody else tells you Dr. George loves you, and whatever you want to say.
I would just like to say that I love all of you and I enjoyed all the stories tonight. And I have had a wonderful time being your special guest tonight. I appreciate the invite.
Okay, Ms. Levy.
Same thing. I love and miss every last one of my scholars and even the scholars I see in the hallway. I would tell you, remember, everything is a process. Don't give up. Just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay. And Miss Fenner.
Hello, thank you, Dr. George, for reading our books tonight. It was a great opportunity just to spend this evening with you guys and to share the two stories I'm so excited to be able to see the kids tonight up here and to spend this evening with you guys as well. And just make sure you check the books out. Can I put my link in the chat?
Definitely go ahead and put them in there.
Okay.
Okay, and I do want to end with saying hello to my Riley Ruru. That's my great nephew, and Gabe didn't come on, but hello, guys, and thank everyone for joining. So that concludes our Tucked In Tuesdays. Have a good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.